The Denver Broncos are in a peculiar situation when it comes to their running back position, with all three being free agents within the next 2 offseasons. That should push the Broncos to look for an additional running back help, and this year's NFL draft has some good later round options. Chuba Hubbard out of Oklahoma State is probably the running back of these 5 that will go the highest. However, he had a really down 2020 season that can see him fall to day 3 in the NFL draft. He has really good size and patience that can work really well in the inside zone Shurmur likes to run. There is also a concern about his 3-down viability, with concerns as a pass blocker and as a receiver. There is no doubt that he would be a much better fit in an outside zone scheme because he doesn't have much power. The patience that he does have and the vision could see him be effective between the tackles, along with the mindset to take what is there when he must. Buffalo has put out some good draft prospects over the last few years, and Jaret Patterson is one of the few for this draft. He is a smaller running back, listed at 5 foot 9 inches and maybe 195 pounds with pads on, but he is built really well. Watching him run, you can see some resemblance in style to one Maurice Jones-Drew that Patterson should play to. The area he is probably most effective as a runner is between the tackles, where his vision and small stature let him slip by defenders. The breakaway gear isn't there with Patterson, but he is smooth as a ball carrier, and that makes him feel fast. Denver should look Patterson's way because he can come in and have a smooth transition to the NFL within the Broncos scheme. CJ Verdell out of Oregon is another smaller back, though he does have a bit more weight than Patterson does. For being smaller, Verdell isn't nearly as elusive as you would want him to be, especially in the open field. Adding to that, he lacks the power in his game, and the vision is just solid, but not great by any means, limiting him as a runner. There is the ability on 3rd down as a receiver out of the backfield to be reliable and get yards when the chance is there. His best runs come when running north and south, when he sees the hole and just goes with it and trusts his blockers. Denver could use that style of runner after dealing with some overly patient runners in recent years. If the Broncos want to go for speed and explosive playmaking ability at running back, then Javian Hawkins out of Louisville would be their guy. He is a smaller back at maybe 5 foot 9 inches and maybe 190 pounds, but the speed and explosion are elite traits. The versatility that Hawkins brings isn't much in terms of style, but he is a guy you want in space as a receiver or a runner. There is no power when it comes to Hawkins' game, and he can be easy to bring down as a result. Due to the lack of power, there are also justified concerns about his ability to stand in and block, which shouldn't be how you're using him anyways. With Hawkins, Denver would get an explosive running back that has a big play waiting to happen, but the inside zone isn't the best scheme fit for Hawkins. The final running back to make this list is Khalil Herbert out of Virginia Tech, who is probably the cleanest scheme fit of this group. At 5 foot 9 inches, he is small, but he is extremely well built and listed at 250 pounds on his frame, making him short and compact. His vision is great, but he also has a good first cut, the athleticism, smarts, and the power to work inside or outside. Having him run the inside zone would really use those skills to their max and can go pick up a good amount of yards reliably. Then you have the versatility of Herbert, who can be a 3-down back with solid blocking where the technique does need to be cleaned up, and reliable receiving. Denver can get a potential 3-down back day 3 as he is soaring under the radar, and add potential to their special teams as well. Whatever Denver decides to do with their current running backs, they need to be looking to add someone later in the draft. This list is only 5 running backs, but multiple other guys can really fit the scheme and be solid as part of a rotation. For Mile High Huddle, I'm Eric Trickle.